Hello, my name's Jill. This is going to be a very bad introduction to my website. I'm going to try and show you very quickly some of my paintings so that you can see what they actually look like in real life. So this is just 2018. This one, very quickly, so when you zoom in you can see some of the details. This is my little posse. They turn up in quite a lot of my paintings. This one was painted in, I think, February, sometime around there. I go out, I look at places, I come back and I paint a sort of kind of impression of those places. Of course I haven't been here. This is sort of a bit Indian. I probably just wish I had been here. So as you can see, they're quite large, quite semi-abstract paintings. Yeah, I was just in a tiger mood that day, I think. Gonna get quick because otherwise you'll get bored. This one was definitely spring. I was definitely in a spring mood here. Again, you can see lovely thick paint. I love thick paint. Where's my little deer? There he is. It's usually a little deer. You can see these are the edges. They're called deep edge canvas, so that you don't have to frame them. This one, very happy with this one. This was painted in May, and it's basically, I'd been around sort of Wadhurst area in Kent, which is very pretty, and it looked like this, at least in my mind. So it's a sort of I think I called it May Meadow. Similar one, I think this was a bit further on, probably a couple of weeks later, June, a few more flowers out. I try and paint flavours of things rather than realistic depictions, you know. Don't do particularly super realistic landscapes. This one, obviously that's not something that happened in Sussex, but that was a few Caribbean holidays. I quite often come back and return to painting the fish because, well, it's just beautiful. It's just good for me to be able to remember my holidays that way too. This was painted after I went for a walk on the Downs near Brighton. Yes, that was probably early June, somewhere early June when all the daisies were out. And then as you go through here, this was my view. Where was I? Somewhere around Lewis Way, the other side of Lewis. And that's the sea in the background. Let's hope none of this damages while I'm doing this. This is more of an autumny one. So I think I just got bored with spring colours, and this is another, I like this because it looks abstract from here, but then you zoom in, little white horse in there, probably a unicorn, but you know, far be it from me to say. Okay, this one, I called this one, I think I just called it Summer, because yeah, again, it's summer's mad in England, probably in other places too. It's just the fact that everything goes mad at once. So this was a kind of, I was tramping through a field somewhere and there were poppies. So this is poppies and those little yellow buttercups, ragworts, that sort of thing. And that was my kind of feeling about that. So more recently, this is a monster one. And this, I'm very happy with this. I've been wanting to paint this for years. It was so big, it was very, very awkward to paint. But it's very, very thick paint and slightly different to my usual styles, you know. I do, however, still have my little deer in here somewhere. Oh, there he is. I use deer a lot just because I see them a lot. I live near the Ashdown Forest, so of course I see them. And they are beautiful. So that's a monster one. Most of mine are about this sort of size. It's 36 by 48. The square ones are 40 by 40. I also have a little range of smaller. Just quickly show you these. That was a summer one. Again, a summer abstract. Then I've had a few days down near Seaford and Brighton Way. So I obviously had to paint these. Somewhere with that. Oh yeah, there we go. Little tiny figure there, just looking at the beach. thinner than me. Probably hater. This one. Oh yeah, that was definitely a day. That was near Brighton. And yeah, it was just, well, you know, we have these lovely, particularly in sort of May, June, well, summer, you have these beautiful skies, and that was a depiction of that. So there you go. Hope I'm in the frame here. Do call me or contact me if you'd like to come visit and see any of these in real life. You're very welcome. I live in Sussex, so it shouldn't be too difficult to do. And let me know any questions. Thank you. Bye.